Hello, and this video we're going to talk all about learning. Now, in this exact video, I will go through the phases that I've been through for the past few months in terms of learning different tools, learning from different people, and joining different communities. Now, I will try to explain in depth how I actually learned to make automations in N8N and following different YouTubers, as you probably saw in the thumbnail of this video. Now, chances are most of you are also following the same people or using the same advices for the same systems for building an AI automation agency. And I just want you all to feel a bit more connected to this whole series, to know that this is where I gather the resources from. And then in the next few videos, you will also see how I implement these resources into actually trying to get some clients. Now, also, once I get to 100K a month, hopefully, you will be able to come back to this video and also see where it all started. And now let's get into the video. Okay, so just going back to my dashboard right here briefly, the three resources of learning for me were in N8N actually, because you're able to create workflows and build workflows independently of having clients, customers, which is the best thing you can do basically. On the side, on the second tab, or on this, if you have a wider screen, just have a split screen between N8N and YouTube, and this will be probably the best option, because on YouTube you will get to watch in real time how people create automations and how they build them, and you'll be able to just copy them, not copy paste them, but try to build it on your own step by step as you see the person in the video build it, because I think this is the best way to learn it, and there's really an endless amount of videos where you can learn. So that's why this whole system, or this whole business model, is very approachable in terms of it's not easy, but if you put in the time and the work and the effort, I think it's really doable to actually learn to do automations without any background. Yeah, of course. And for me, I don't have a technical background. I just studied economics and business. So the basics that I know of some technical stuff and using different tools is just on the basic level, like most of you. So you don't have to worry about having technical experiences. And that's for YouTube. And the third one is building the case study, which helped me a lot, which is actually building my own automation that I made up in my mind, or that I used some inspiration for, but I built it on my own without using the exactly copying some person who already built the automation. This is just to give you an overview. And now let's get into the first section. Now I want to go over the YouTubers that I watched first, because I think they're the ones who helped me the most in this whole journey. And without all of these people on YouTube, I would probably not be starting this AI journey at all. And with them showing it how easy it is, I think it's really kind of gives everyone a push to actually do it on your own. Anyway, the first guy is this guy, Herk. So this one is, I'm using it mostly for building automations, like the exact automations in N8N. So he really goes into the process and in the automations themselves, opens up the nodes, shows everything. So I think it's really valuable. He has some also business ideas behind it, like the pricing and everything. But in general, I just focus it on like his masterclass here, where you will learn like RAG and everything. So this is great. The second one, hold on, just closed Nick Saraev. He's the second guy I watch. Now is a more, I guess, overall AI automation style. So a bit more relaxed videos and different topics in terms of businesses and how to price your services and how to bundle your services, which services to offer. So less going into the technical automations themselves, although he does have a few videos which you might watch, but I think he uses a lot of make.com rather than N8N, but he's an expert in the field. So yeah, watching him from time to time when I'm working, it's helpful. Now this guy is not so famous, but is really good automations in terms of cold email outreach. So he has a video of explaining the full breakdown of how he personalizes all the email templates, and I've been using that same system. So I will make a video on that, going into the exact N8N workflow that I built. It's a bit of a longer workflow, so it will be a bit of a longer video, but in that way it's really helpful. So yeah, you can learn a lot of things. And building the agency, I think he's doing 100K a month, which is a lot for an AI agency at this stage. So yeah, that's really valuable to learn from. Now Liam is, of course, I would say the OG in the whole industry because he's the one that's doing really big numbers and working with big clients and has a bigger company with AI. Now, of course, at some point, it's also good to have this, but at the early stages, I think we all just want to have a few retainers a month, and we're able to support our, finances with just a few clients, and then from there, it's growth. Now, however, he does have a lot of videos, and he's a very, very transparent in his videos. So the things that he shows in the videos is amazing because he talks about, for example, how they send proposals to the companies and how they do the how they do the auditing and how they do the whole AI transformation agency concept, which really, and the email newsletter, I mean, you have to subscribe to that because sometimes I was like, why is he sending me the full like screenshot of the actual offer that he sends? So I think this is in general very valuable to learn about the automation business and see what's the most trending stuff that is in the AI automation space. Now, he does not do a lot of anything automation themselves. It probably does somewhere, but it's not what I'm really focusing on. And I have another guy, I didn't find him here, but it's called BenAI. I think he's also good for, wait, I'm gonna find him because it's BenAI, yeah. Is really good for actually also building the automations themselves, and he does have some complex automations, but also helping you get some new clients and things like this. So I think it's also a very good page to follow, and he has a bunch of subscribers also. And he's the one that inspired me actually also to make a YouTube channel because he talks about it and how valuable it is and how many clients it brings. So yeah, that's great actually. And let me get into the Skool communities just briefly. Agency Flywheel Accelerator is from this guy, Faris Bio. It's a really good community. It's a smaller community, but this means that the founder of this community is really able to like directly answer you any questions that you may have, or just jump on a call, and it's almost like having a free mentorship basically when you're not working with like communities where there's thousands and thousands of people, where you're just getting replies from different people. Anyway, this is the brief list of the Skool communities I've joined. Now, I have to be honest, I'm not using them that much because there's a lot of different posts and you get, pushed into different direction. Like, okay, this guy is doing this. Okay, what's this guy talking about? What is this, some new tool or something like this? So I don't really want to get into it too much, but yeah, this guy AI Automations by Kia, this one is good because he also has some free builds in the Skool community. So yeah, this is I think good, but in general I haven't had that much value in asking actual questions and getting replies, apart from as I said, this community which is a bit more private and easier to get to the actual founder or the owner of the community. Finally, I'm going to go into N8N and I'm going to show you the workflows. So of course I'm not going to go through all the workflows. This is just again to show you how you should, or how I did, learn automations. Now, if you go here, this is last updated 4 months ago. As you can see, most of these automations are just 4 months ago, because basically I opened an N8N account like 4 months ago. So if I go into this is the first learning agent that I built. It's just chatting and then asking him to read something from the sheet or write it into a sheet in Google Sheets. So it's amazing when you see this from the first, and then from the first try, and then once you start like brainstorming and things you can do, it's a lot more interesting. Now, if I go into a let's say website analysis for tour operators, this one is more advanced. It takes the URL, it converts it to a markdown, and then processes it. So analyzes the website, gives me some 10 critical points. So this is just some simple automations to show you what I've been building like 3 months ago and things like this. Some of these folders are just some different automations that I've got from other people. Now, if I go into, for example, let's say icebreaker generator, this one is more advanced. It's generating the icebreaker from a website. Now, this is also some testing campaigns here, so it's using this Appify. So now I've started using different APIs. This is like a month ago, so it's a bit more complicated procedures that I built. I cannot say 100% on my own, but I build it based on different YouTube videos that I watch. For example, from Saraev, he does this icebreaker generator. So it's fairly simple, you know, once you understand the processes and once you can map out a step-by-step thing that you want to do, then it's just building upon a node on a node on a node, and it doesn't have to be really that long. Sometimes short automations work really great. Also, I want to say that I've been using Claude AI a lot for building automations and asking it to build a full automation for me. Now, what I have to say is that it's helpful for mapping out the automation or just debugging when something is not working. It's very helpful in that sense. However, I know a lot of people are talking about like MCPs and using Cursor and things like this. For me, I haven't been that, haven't seen that much success in these kind of concepts, because I remember one day I wasted like a whole day building this MCP on a cursor and then prepared a long prompt, and then he built out the automation, but at the end it was just automation was not working, and then I could have built it myself, but I was just trying to see how it generally works and if it's better than using normal N8N. So if you know the workflows, if you know how to use N8N, just use Claude AI to debug, to give you an idea, to brainstorm the ideas. But building the automations, I still think you should do it on your own. Now, I'm no expert, but this is just my experiences. Now, in the final video, I will also, not in the final video, but in the video where I talk about the cold outreach personalization, this one will be a bit of a longer workflow. And in detail, I will explain every step along this way of generating the personalized outreach that I'm sending with my email campaigns. Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I have a Discord community, and you can join. You don't have to join. You can do whatever. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and bye.